Good evening. Coach Jack Daniels at the Boxing Training Show. And we got another monster show representing that which I love. I don't know about y'all. Boxing. One of the glorious events in boxing. We are speaking about the main event of August the 3rd in Los Angeles, California. The main event featuring Terence Crawford and Israil Madrimov, right? This show is a historical event featuring Terence Crawford, who is actually attempting to create more history in the scheme of boxing, right? Terence Crawford is going for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the world, right? At the 154 division, right, against Israil Madrimov. This fight is historical in nature based on the fact that Torrance Bud Crawford is seeking to crack the historical code of not three, but four weight championship divisions, right? He is seeking to pursue three undisputed championship belts. This one in the 154 division. He had also had one in the 135 division, and he cracked the code for the 157 welterweight championship, undisputed championship in the world, Terence Crawford. So this is a lot of history involved in this main event. But the thing that is really, really mind-blowing about this main event is the fact that the undercard, right, is a monstrosity in and of itself, in the sense that it represents a lot of good boxing in the undercard. I went through the undercard yesterday, and I think we did like either Cruz versus Jose Venezuela, and that's going to be a knockdown, drag-out show in and of itself. But we also have in the undercard, I said that I was going to go through each and every one of these events before August 3rd, and that's exactly what I plan on doing, right? So, Andy Cruz versus Antonio Moran. Now, and this is a 10 rounder, but here's the thing about Antonio Moran, right? The last time I had conversation or viewed Antonio Moran was in a fight that he had with Devin the Dream Haney. And I'm quite sure a lot of you cats remember that fight, right? When Antonio Moran said that he was going to walk Devin Haney down and knock him out, right? He was going to walk him down and knock him out, right? But that didn't come to fruition. In retrospect, looking back, it was like the opposite of Antonio Moran was trying to do. And I think it was like, I want to say the 6th or the 7th round, Devin Dream Haney delivered one of what a lot of people said was the knockout of the year. That was, I believe, in 2022, right? Before Devin Haney started getting all the attention as the WBC champion, right? He was in the midst of getting his attention when he fought Antonio Moran, and that was a fight that I have a lot of memories about because it was just a good fight as far as Devin Haney was concerned, because he kind of like was just growing in his skill set, right? Each and every one of Devin Haney's fight, you know what I'm saying, he was growing. He was growing and developing in each victory that he accumulated during the path to his undisputed lightweight championship of the world, right? Now, I had got off a little course. I got off course with that based on the fact that Antonio Moran, because he is a part of this main event, Terence Crawford and Israil Madrimov, right? That is going to be a monster event. But the fact of the matter is, we still have to deal with the undercard. The undercard again is Andy Cruz versus Antonio Moran. Andy Cruz is 28 years of age. He's 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. He's a right-hander. He has 3 wins, 1 knockout, no losses, no stops, no draws. And Antonio Moran, on the other hand, is 31. He's 5'11" with a 68-inch arm reach. He's also a right-handed. He has 30 wins with 21 knockout. He has 6 losses to his credit, 1 stop, and we already know that stop was perpetrated by, and that was none other than Devin Haney. And he had 1 draw. Right, he has a masterful background. 30 wins. Right, 30 wins, 21 knockout. Now that is not the type of boxer that we would consider as a slouch, even with the 6 losses. Right, the guy has been boxing for years, right? And he has picked up 30 wins, 21 knockouts, right? So that being said, this is going to be one heck of a fight for Andy Cruz, right? Andy Cruz doesn't have that many fights up on his belt, but there is a lot of talk about Andy Cruz, right? And some of that talk centers around none other than Keyshawn Davis. Andy Cruz went so far as to say that he and Keyshawn Davis, they got to fight, right? Because the record reflects, I'm quite sure they do it in the amateurs because they haven't fought in the pros. But Andy Cruz said he has 4 wins to his credit against Keyshawn Davis. Now, Keyshawn Davis didn't respond to that. So we have to assume, based on the fact that Andy Cruz made that accusation, that it was true. It was true. Because you know that the businessman, Keyshawn Davis, he kind of like got a motor mouth, right? And that ain't height. That's real talk, right? No height. Real talk. Keyshawn Davis can talk, right? With that being said, you know what I'm saying? We have to look at the facts in regards to what Andy Cruz said about he has 4 wins to his credit. That again has to be in the amateurs because they haven't had a debut in the pros. But that being said, there is a lot of chatter going on about those two. Right, both of them are 135 pounds lightweight division, right? And at some point, they gotta do the do. You know what I'm saying? That would be a fight that I would love to see, based on the fact that both of these guys are up and coming prospects, and both of them are ranked in the I think it's the WBC. I don't know. I'm quite sure. I know for a certain Keyshawn Davis is ranking all 4 sanctioning bodies. I'm not sure about Andy Cruz, but I think Andy Cruz is ranked somewhere in 3 of the sanctioning bodies. I'm not sure which one is not. So I'm not going to speculate and start assuming. Assumptions are like something that we all have, and you know what that is, right? So with that in mind, I'm not going to start assuming. But the fact of the matter is that these undercards that are associated or attached to the Crawford versus Madrimov main event on August 3rd, I think it's the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles. I'm quite sure. I know it's in Los Angeles, but I'm not sure if I'm correct on the BMO. But I'm almost certain it's the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles, California. And I've said that to say this. Y'all that really are enthusiastic about boxing, you know what I'm saying? You need to get your tickets for this one, man, because like I only been through 2 events or undercards in the main event. Before the main event, I only went through like 2 of the undercards, right? But there is, I think, let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, There's four that I'm taking notice to, and all of these guys. I mean, on this undercut, 1, 2, 3, 4, all it's five, right? That are being noted. You know, what I mean? I'm not. I don't. I'm not saying that there is more, but I'm saying the ones that are duly noted and are picking up a fanfare in regards to people's opinions and things of such are the four, the five, but we only did two, right? And we'll do another one maybe later on this evening or tomorrow. But for certain, wow, this is a great undercard. And shout out to Saudi Arabia and Turkey Al Sheikh for putting us on the map. Tone Dog 707 in the house. My man, what's going on, Tone Dog? You good? Okay, I mean, a Tone Dog concurs. You got a Tone Dog concurs about the card. He likes the card, right? And there's a lot of. I mean, I'm telling you, those that love boxing as Tone Dog 707 and I do, get your tickets for this one, man, because Turkey Al Sheikh really put this one together. And I'm quite sure that we're going to have to start recognizing the fact that Turkey Al Sheikh is a breath of fresh air to boxing because he is making the big fights happen, right? He is not letting the money be the reason for why those that love boxing aren't getting a chance to experience good boxing. You know what I mean? At a minimal price, right? So that being said, y'all again need to get your tickets. Get your tickets and let's do this one together. With that said, hit the subscription button, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about this particular undercard as it stands thus far. And do me a favor, take my video and share my video with your friends and relatives because at this juncture, I am not in a position where I can further advance the podcast without having at least 3,000 more watch time credits to my show. Once I get to that level, it's all gravy. And again, I can't help nobody else until I'm in a position to help myself. That said, make sure y'all share the video with your friends and relatives. With that, peace out.